Assembly's live, so come subscribe. Your soul's in trial, or simply tied. Your soul medicine, it gets revived. The warrior line, soul tribe. Assembly's live, it's friendly vibes. Your soul medicine will give you life. You're a warrior, let's get this right. Warrior line, soul tribe. Assembly's live, so come subscribe. Your soul's in trial. Warrior line, soul tribe, Assembly's live, so come subscribe. Your soul's in trial, or simply tied. Your soul medicine, it gets revived. The warrior line, soul tribe, Assembly's live, it's friendly vibes. Your soul medicine will give you life. You're a warrior, let's get this right. Warrior line, soul tribe, Assembly's live, so come subscribe. Your soul's in trial, or simply tied.
Warline Podcast, Aaron Williams, your host. Please like and subscribe to the video. I got a real quick video I'm going to do right now, and I'm just going to give some unsolicited advice to some people. Again, please like and subscribe. Thank you for your support of the video. A lot of people might not like this video, but it is what it is. This marching. Dr. King said that, close to the end of life, he said he was tired of marching. I'm not going to sit up here and say marching don't have its place, and it is, it is what it is with marching. But I think when you study marching, I think marching is not used in the way it was used, like in Montgomery and Birmingham in those times. When those marches happen with a purpose, specific goals. It was very organized, and they wanted a result. They weren't marching to get media coverage. Obviously, you need media coverage because you want to bring attention to your situation, attention to the issue that you're dealing with. But marching, how they doing marching day is not the same. They was looking for a specific result. They had demands that they wanted to get to make sure things change specifically, and they wasn't going to stop that marching until that happened. And when you look at marching day, that's just this women's march and things like that. And I'm gonna tell you number one, I ain't marching nowhere. I'm not marching. No, yeah, I'm just no, it's not gonna happen because it. And I'm telling you another group that's not gonna march. Some maybe, but 90% of the black women, they're not gonna march because they got something for you. We had a group project. The group project was to go to the polls November 5th, 2024, and elect Kamala Harris as President of the United States. And that didn't happen. And many people, white women in particular, white men, but white women in particular, voted for the other person in a high number. And so black women in particular, 92%, they don't want to hear about marching. I'm gonna tell you something right now. You're pretty much wasting your time trying to get black women. I am not a black woman, but I talk to many black women and see a lot of them. I'm like, they're not interested. they're not interested in marching because it's more like people say we march stand for democracy. You should have stand up for democracy on November 5th with the time. And the people that you're marching against, let me tell you something. They don't care one iota about you marching. They do not care. It does not move them. They're not recognizing it. They're not acknowledging. A lot of it is just cope. A lot of it is just cope. So again, march all you want. March has its place, but I'm not marching nowhere. And I'm telling you, a lot of black women particularly, they voted 92% for the vice president, Kamala Harris, at that time. They don't want to hear it because you want them to get involved and you want them to put themselves at risk. Right now, marching is very dangerous. It's an environment that we live. So the question that they're posing is, and I'll pose what they've been saying, why should they put their bodies on the line and in danger marching when people would not go to the polls to bring about a situation where we would have to be in this situation to be marching? See, when they marched back in the 60s and 70s, they were in a situation that the government had put them in, not they had put themselves in. They was marching to register to vote. They was marching to sit properly on the bus that they paying the same fares. They were marching for desegregation. They was marching for a purpose that the society had set up against them. Wasn't nobody stopping you from going to the polls. Nobody wants to stop you from doing. So what are you marching for? Say democracy? That was the point. The woman for 107 days told you about what was going down and expose it during the debate. Expose this about women over and over about all these issues. And then now you're marching for democracy when the person that was elected is in office now for 4 years. Marching is not going to change that. He is there for 4 years. He don't care about you marching. The party don't care about you marching. Marching for what is your purpose? What is your end goal? Marching for democracy? What does that mean? What do you want? Him to step down? That's not going to happen. What do you want? The march for democracy. See, that's the point. So, the chance to march was the march to the polls. Again, I am not against marching, but what's the purpose? And why would anybody in this environment, particularly black people, black women, put in particular for this subject, put their lives on the line out there marching, subject to arrest, and get beaten? Who's going to come from them then? Who's going to take care of them then? For democracy, we had a chance to stand up for democracy. You had one of the most brilliant people ever to run for president stand up for democracy. You had one of the most brilliant people, one of the most brilliant campaigns that we seen stand up for democracy. No, it seems to be now it's just a show. You just want to yell and scream. Marching is not about yelling and screaming. What is your purpose? What do you want? Why should I take the risk? And so black women are saying, for what I'm right here saying, no, they're going to the spa. They're gonna spend time with their kids. They're gonna take their community. They're gonna take care of each other. They're gonna take care of their homes, their families. Because when the group project was together, they did their assignment. It's the white women who didn't do their assignment. It's the white men who didn't do it. It's the people who didn't do their assignment. But the black men did pretty good in their assignment. But the black women aced the assignment. 92%. I was a school teacher for 12 years. That's a great grade. 92% did their assignment. And now everybody else want them to go around marching? For what? For what? And then you want to sit up and then it's people out here trying to blame Vice President Kamala Harris, former Vice President Kamala Harris, talking about messaging. Talking about she should have done this. She did everything she could. 107 days. Incredible debate. Drug him during the debate. Worked hard. Compassionate. Had plans for the people. And then you want to say that and debate her, and then people, I know this mom, she should be doing something. Do what? What should she be doing? She lost the election because people didn't vote or voted the way they or didn't even show up. So you want to talk about marching? I'm like, I'll answer practice. Marching for what? That man in office does not care about you marching because he knows he's going to be there for 4 more years. We're marching for democracy, not for democracy. And what you going to do with it? For what? So what's your goal? What are you articulating? What do you want? Him to come to the table? That's not happening. Him to stop issues ever? That's not going to happen. Him to reach across the aisle? That's not going to happen. So what is the purpose of your marching? You had a clear purpose. You had a clear choice. November 5th. And we failed the assignment. Black women didn't, but they're clear. Passed 100%. But you failed the assignment, America. And now we're running here talking about marching. Marching. Ain't marching nowhere. We're like, I am not marching nowhere. This community, we got to take care of each other. We can't depend on the media because all the media is there for is content creation. There's no journalism going right now. They just want content because people like content. That's all they want. Bottom line, content. So I stand with my black sisters and women and mothers. You did the assignment. And please, do not come for Vice President Kamala Harris. She did the work. She ran, I believe, one of the greatest campaigns in American history. 107 days. Everything we seeing now was exposed for the world. There's nothing happening now that anybody who objectively and honest, oh, we know this. No, it was out there exposed. Oh, he's doing this, all this. Whoa, what's going on? Exactly what he said he was going to do. And now you're talking about marching. We failed the group assignment. We let the country down. For democracy, we did. Talking about democracy. I mean, so people say, well, you just roll over it? No, I'm not talking about rolling over it and roll on nothing. You fight for your family. You fight for your community. You fight. But marching, I'm talking about marching. Don't try to flip to I'm talking about marching. Marching for what? Marching is designed to create attention to bring to a point that the change will come. So when you go and march, or you chant, go home, meet us at the table, those things are not going to happen. In Montgomery, they stopped getting on the buses. Money. 381 days. They walked. They carpooled. They took money out of the pockets. So, march for democracy. What does that mean when they voted for when the woman that was standing for democracy, the woman who was the epitome of democracy, the daughter of immigrants, and you failed the assignment. What's the purpose of the march? Black women want to know. And then you disrespect the other black woman, South Asian woman, who gave everything she had, talking about messaging. What are the messages you want? You have a plan. She had a plan. She was a hard worker, experienced, came up through the ranks. Marching for what? This seems to be a ploy to get attention, to win some media strategy thing. But what's the purpose of marching for democracy? What does that mean? That's abstract. Because I voted for democracy. And 92% of black women voted for democracy. See, when they was marching back in the 60s, they couldn't vote. They marched to get the right to vote, and they won the right to vote. They marched to desegregate school, and they desegregated schools. They marched for a purpose, not just for some abstract word feeling good. It was dangerous. It was hard. It was difficult. But it was a goal. What is your goal? Because you had opportunity to elect the first woman president, and you failed the assignment. And black women are saying, no, we did our job. We did our job on November 5th. Why should we go out here and march? It's like Iverson. We in the playoff. We talking about practice. I mean, we're really talking about practice. Practice. We talking about marching. We just had election November 5th, 2004, and we're talking about marching. You're talking about marching. We just had 92% of black women voted for the one that's standing for democracy in February. Now we're talking about marching. You're talking about marching? No. Ain't got time for it. Go on some other strategy. But November 5th was the time to go march to the poll. Because what I said, if we was organizing back then, the way you organize now for these marches, might have been a different outcome. But I can tell you, 92% of black women, a lot of black women, you won't see them out there. They're not putting their bodies on the line. And I ain't mad at them.
Warrior Line, Soul Tribe, Assemblies Live, so come subscribe. Your soul's in trial, it's simply time. Your soul medicine, it gets revived. The Warrior Line, Soul Tribe, Assemblies Live, it's friendly vibes. Your soul medicine will give you life. Your warrior